For generations, it felt like a college degree was this shield, right? A guarantee of a stable, secure future. But what happens when a new force, artificial intelligence, comes along and starts to pass right through it? Today, we're going to explore how AI is forcing us to completely rethink what it means to be protected in the modern economy. Our story starts right here with a woman named Elena. For 20 years, her life was pretty much defined by the intense heat of a commercial bakery. This quote, it captures so much more than just hard work. It's about the physical price she paid, day in and day out, because she believed that all that sacrifice would buy something absolutely invaluable for her son. You see, in Elena's mind, a university education wasn't just about learning. It was a fortress. It was the one thing that could take her years of physical toil and turn it into permanent safety for her son, Mateo. A fortress against the kind of life that she had to live. And this was the dream. This was what she was funding with every single heavy sack of flour she lifted. The promise was so simple. Her son's hands would glide over a keyboard in a nice, cool office. They wouldn't ache from the heat of an oven. That was the deal. That was the shield she was building. Okay, so now let's shift over to her son, Mateo. It's 2026. He's in college. He's living the dream his mother built for him. But a new kind of technology is starting to show up, and it's making the walls of that fortress feel, well, a little less solid. And this is where the AI question really begins. This right here is the question that changes everything for Mateo. He's using AI to do his schoolwork, summarizing legal briefs, writing lines of code in seconds. At first, it's incredible. It feels like a superpower. But pretty soon, that feeling turns into this terrifying question. If the basic tasks of my future job can be automated, what is the point of all this training? And we're not talking about some abstract, far-off jobs either. Think about roles like accountants, paralegals, junior analysts, coders. I mean, these were the very definition of making it, the safe, stable careers Elena dreamed of for her son. And they are the exact jobs that are now being completely reshaped by AI. So that unspoken deal we all kind of had with society, it feels broken. For decades, the contract was simple. You invest 4 years and a small fortune, and you get stability back. But now, that very same investment buys you a future where the terms are being rewritten in real time. But listen, this isn't a story of doom and gloom, not at all. It's a story of evolution, because on campuses just like Mateo's, the focus is shifting. It's moving away from simply knowing facts. I mean, an AI can do that infinitely better than any of us. And it's moving towards something uniquely human. This is what Mateo ends up telling his mother, and it just captures this huge shift perfectly. Value isn't found in having all the answers anymore. It's found in the curiosity, the creativity, the critical thinking it takes to ask the right questions in the first place. And this brings us to this core idea, the human layer. So what is it? Well, it's what's left for us to do after the machines do their work. It's our ability to apply judgment, to understand context, to feel empathy, and to create something totally new out of all that raw information. This is the new frontier where humans provide the value. So how do you actually build this layer? It's about applying ethics to a problem, not just finding a quick solution. It's about leading a team and working well with other people. It means being able to transform raw data into a story that inspires people to act. And it's having the guts to ask the questions nobody else is thinking of. This is the new focus of a truly modern education. So let's bring this all back to Elena. She's still working those early morning shifts. The bakery is still hot. The work is still incredibly hard. So what is her sacrifice actually buying now in this new world? The parental love, the financial struggle, the hope that you pour into the next generation, none of that has changed. The sacrifice is exactly the same. The commitment is just as real and just as difficult as it has ever been. But the result of that sacrifice, the protection it actually buys, has been completely redefined. The shield just looks different now. It is no longer the simple fortress that Elena imagined. You know, the old shield was designed to protect you from physical labor. Simple. But the new shield? It has a much more complicated job. It has to protect you against becoming irrelevant in a world that changes at lightning speed. It's a defense against being left behind. So the new shield, it isn't really a diploma you hang on the wall. It's a set of skills you build inside yourself. Adaptability, so you can handle new tools. Critical thinking, so you can question the information AI gives you. And maybe the most important one of all, the confidence not just to go find a job, but to actually build something new. And this leads us to the final, really powerful realization here. Mateo finally understands the true nature of his mother's gift to him, the ultimate gift for this new era. And this is the heart of it all. Elena's sacrifice didn't just buy him entry into some existing system. It bought him the education, the time, and the skills to become a creator, to be an architect of his own future. It gave him the tools to build his own table, not just hope to find a chair at one that already exists. So we're going to end with this question, turning it back to all of us. The old maps are gone. The tools we have are more powerful than ever before. And that true shield, it isn't something you're given. It's something you have to forge yourself with those uniquely human skills. So the only question left is, what will you build?